Okay. Yeah, I want to teach you something that I just uh, discovered. While I was running my program on Python, I said, let me run a project, to solve problem for some teachers who run online classes. It can be so tiring and frustrating, mostly when you have saved a lot of files, softwares, applications, just to make your class performance excellent. And all of a sudden, you discover your laptop is hanging, and then you try deleting a lot of things to the point you have deleted so many important information just to see if you can reduce the load on your computer. Your computer is not like your Android phone that you can easily just delete videos and pictures and then that's all. No, you don't easily do that. So, why some people get so frustrated, they just go ahead after a series of rebooting, nothing is going on, they go to computer uh, engineers. Okay, just format my system. I created a code that can help you to check the performance and monitor the performance of your computer and to be able to check why is your CPU is underperforming, why is it hanging. It can actually show you the performance percentage of the CPU, the memory size, if it is over full, and you know what to do. If it is a CPU that is overloaded, it can also show you the applications that are running on the background and the percentage of performance they are draining from your CPU so that you can easily solve that problem. Okay, then you can go to your task manager and then end the process or disable the software that is running on the background. So I will share my screen. I think that will be better for me to share my screen. So I'm going to be sharing my screen so that whatever I'm doing, you just see it, okay, one after the other. That would be better for me to share the screen. Okay, so let's go straight to sharing on the screen. Okay. So the first thing you will really need to have is your Python. You must download and install your Python. Okay. Now, so let's assume you have downloaded and installed Python. You also install we call this the SOTI package. Most computers come with that SOTI package automatically. Someone must have run it for you, but you can confirm if you have the SOTI package. And how do you confirm? Just go to your control prompt by clicking CMD on your search button. CMD command prompt comes up. So you click on the command prompt, and then I would like to bring this out so you can see. So you can prompt so that we can go ahead and install it. I can install the SUPI package on my command prompt. That just prompt pip ISP install SUTI. Yeah, that's the spelling, okay? And click enter. So if it is already installed, it shows a new release of pip is available. So requirement already satisfied. So I think I already have that, but they are recommending if I can go ahead to update it. So it's fine. I don't really need that. So I just want to show you. So the next thing we'll do after we have confirmed that we have the package, we'll just need to create our Python script. And how do we create Python script? You can use your notepad. Just go to your search and type notepad. Here is it. So enter. It comes up. Then look what I'm doing. This is where uh, the problem is now. This is actually the code I have created, and it cost a lot. It took a lot of time for me to really run that code. So the code, I've run it and it's working. I've been able to check what the problem is. There's some, when I earlier did it, it was giving me some error messages, and with the help of softwares and other applications, I was able to put what the error could be. And now I have it. So if you want the code, I can send it to you. You just copy, paste it into your notepad and you run it. It costs you $50 to do that. Okay, so it's not just something to get out here. So Now I'm going to save that code. I've copied and pasted it because I've already created it before. If you want it, I send it. You also do the same and paste it on your notepad. So the naming of the notepad is, so I'm going to be naming it performance, since that is what I want to do. Performance underscore monitor, okay, dot py. Since it's a Python code, very important, it ends with dot py. So let me go somewhere and save it. So somewhere I can easily remember. On desktop, on a file I called code, so I can save it in that file. Then let's proceed now. So after I've saved the script at performance underscore monitor.py, I have to run the script. And to run it, I will have to go back to my command prompt, cmd. Oh, sorry, cmd. That is the command prompt. You open it. So here is it. So what do you do on the command prompt? You need to type the file name as it is on the folder so that it can bring it, prompt it out from the CMD. So how do I do that? Go back to your file manager so that you don't just guess. Go to where you saved it on desktop. It's under the file code. So just click here. Click here. It automatically it's highlighted. Just Control C to copy it and go back to your command prompt, and then just press CD space, then paste it, click enter. So it has confirmed that that file exists in your computer. So what do you do next? Now, the next thing you're going to do is to type this Python, since it's a Python code, space, and then you type the name of that file again, performance underscore monitor, yeah, that was the name, .py, then click enter. Okay, still showing us that error here. So what could be the error? Let me find out. Think possibly we didn't really run something here, so I can get that quickly. Okay, so once I find out the problem, correct that thing, let me see. Problem is fine. Yes, it's okay. Let me share that again. So we can go straight to the command prompt and re-prompt. Okay, so what you are supposed to prompt, no time of time, just Python space performance monitor dots and click enter. So immediately it comes up. So it's showing you your CPU usage 39.9%, performance usage is 7.5%, disk usage is 3.5%. I think it's healthy. So every 10 seconds, it will keep showing you the performance of your laptop. If there is an issue, for instance, how do you know if your computer is running in healthy state? So these are some points you should take note. If a CPU usage percentage that is over 80% consistently, you see mine is 39.9 on 326.4, is changing, it's fluctuating. But if it is at 80% consistently, especially during idle moments, you're not really doing anything much, or when you're running a light task and you're seeing 80% CPU consistently, it indicates that the process is consuming too many resources. That is what it shows. So secondly, if you have 100% usage indicator, you see my memory usage is 65.3. Lastly, if it's running 100% usage, it means your CPU is occupied, is fully occupied, and this is the reason why your system is slowing down. So what is normal? How do we know if it's normal? It's normal if your CPU usage is around 10 to 40%. That one is acceptable. So
What I mean by 10 to 40%, that means when your system is idle or you're actually running a light usage, just typing or you're just on Zoom, then and you're seeing something above that, then there's a problem. But within 10 to 40% in idle mode or light usage is okay. So during heavy tasks like gaming, your video editing, you're running resource intensive applications like simulations, your CPU usage can spike to 60%, just like you have on mine here, or even more, but should ideally not stay at 100% for prolonged period. It shouldn't stay. Mine is going down. You can see it, down, up, down, up. So it shouldn't stay ideally. So for your RAM, what to look for? If your memory usage is above 80% for extended period, this suggests that your laptop is running out of memory, which can cause slowdown or freezes. Do you get that? So for general usage, browsing, office work, memory usage of 30 to 60% is acceptable. If the memory usage goes beyond 70 to 80, especially when it's idle or you're running minimal applications, then this might be too, it might be that you're running too many background processes or using too many apps at once. So just check out those apps. So what do we do next from, what does this information help us to do? So what about the disk usage? What is the disk usage suggesting? So what you need to look for, high disk usage above 80%, especially when your system is idle or running simple tasks, is a common indicator of problem, okay? Like your billing high drive or a process that is reading or writing excessively. That is what that shows you. So it's problem that like a failing hard drive, I mean to say, or a process that is reading or writing excessively. If your disk usage stays at 100% for long period, it can significantly slow down your laptop. If it stays at 100%, mine is 63.6 constantly. So, but if it stays at 100%, this will significantly slow down your laptop. So, what is normal? If your disk usage should be under 50% during light usage. For regular use, 60 to 70% disk usage is fine. So within 60 to 70% is fine. But anything above 70, that is why your laptop will be hanging when you are using it for a hard task. But anything higher should you need to investigate it. So what do you do if your performance is not okay? Okay, number one, high CPU usage. Possible causes of that is background processes or malware, I mean to say, too many apps running at once, an application or service consuming too many resources. How do you solve this? Just go to your task manager. How do you go to your task manager? You just click. So let's go straight to task manager. I'll click Control, Shift, and Escape. Yeah, your task manager is prompted. So on the task manager, you can see all these applications running on the background. So you see them. All of them is showing you the CPU 48 is reducing memory disk. You see all that. Power usage very low. So it shows you all the applications. Can you imagine all these things are running under the background? Look at the ones that are high here. Zoom meeting. Yeah, because I'm using it. It's high, it's going moderate. So you see the ones that are so low because I'm not actually using them. So once you see the one that is showing high, then you really need to work on those ones. So I can close them if I don't need them. Any software you see that you don't need it, like my Microsoft Edge web view, I can right click and end the task. Right click and end the task. You just do it out one after the other. Microsoft Edge, I'm not using it. Right click, end the task. So just keep doing that until you have been able to reduce the number of background applications running in your laptop. This will help you to increase the performance level of your laptop, and I believe the hanging will reduce automatically. So there are many other things actually. You can clear your browser cache if it's your browser that is causing the problem, and so on. So that will be our next explanation. So let's just stop here for now. Have a nice day.